Okay, what's up guys? So like I said in my last video that I was gonna be taking you on my fantasy Premier League journey. So I play fantasy Premier League every single year. Always love creating a team. I love the excitement of creating a team and like putting together the players with the set budget that they give you. And then I also like competing. I'm a very big competitive person, and so going against my friends and family in fantasy Premier League is always fun. We do a league every single year for probably like the past 4 years. I would like to say 4 to 5 years we've been doing this fantasy Premier League. Normally the buy-in is like $20, but I think this year it was $40. So it's been pretty exciting to see like people pick their teams, people talking trash. We have an Instagram chat where everyone is talking trash and things like that, and it's funny because we've had one guy winning for probably the past 3 to 4 years, and finally this year he's not in the lead. Normally up to this point, it's the midway point in the Premier League, he's normally in first, but he's not this year. So it'll be fun and exciting to see what happens. So what we'll do is we'll go through the fantasy Premier League. We'll take a look at my team. We'll take a look at the points that I gained each game week. So I'll probably try to do this as a weekly video, and then we'll see what the standings look like in our fantasy Premier League. And we'll start off with that. I'll also ask you guys, what transfers I should make, how my team looks, what do you guys think, and then we'll also look at the fixtures coming up next for the following game week as well. Okay, so here we have the fantasy Premier League app, or it's actually just the Premier League app, but they have a fantasy section. So as you can see, for game week 20, I had 51 points. The average was 60 points, and then someone got 136 points out of the total, as in like in fantasy Premier League worldwide. As you can see, my team name is Barcelona FC. I am a Barcelona fan and have always been a Barcelona fan. And so, of course, they're not in the Premier League, but that's okay. So first things first, let's go ahead and take a look at the fantasy league. So the fantasy league that we'll be paying attention to is the Wray Nephew Premier League. So the Wray Nephew Premier League is the league that I've created for about 5 years now. And right now, these are the standings. Currently, you can see there's 12 teams, and I am currently in 6th place. Not doing too well. Right middle of the pack. Right middle of the pack. And first place, we got Lonely at the top. That's his team name, and that's Jerome. And he had a great week, as you can see. 72. That's the second most in the league right now. But let's go ahead and tap into my team. So as you can see, my best performer was technically Cole Palmer with 10 points. Salah, I know he has 14, but that's only because he got 7 points, and then he's my captain, so you get double the captain points, which is 14. And then you can also see on my bench that I have Amad Diallo, and then I also have Flecken. Those are some valuable points that I probably could have had if they were in the lineup, but since they're not in the lineup, I don't get these points at the bottom. Terrible week for Liverpool, as you can see, because Virgil van Dijk only got me 1 point. My defense looks like they didn't do too well. Strikers also didn't do too well, except for Isak. Isak, the boy's on fire. I'm appreciating him. I think he's the best I think he's the best striker right now in the Premier League. He's just so consistent and scores week in, week out for Newcastle. So this was my team for the week. So let's go ahead and go back, and then let's go ahead and see what my team is for the following week, which is going to be game week 21. If you go to pick team, here you have Isak, Chris Wood, Salah, Amad Diallo, Anthony Gordon, Iwobi, Cole Palmer, Munoz, Gabriel, Virgil van Dijk, and Raya. So this is my team for next week. I like this team. I made some transfers already, as you can see. I had 2 free transfers, so I went ahead and I transferred in Chris Wood and I transferred in Anthony Gordon. So I think Newcastle has been playing some great football, and I think having another Newcastle player in here, especially Anthony Gordon, who's been performing week in and week out as well, I think that'll help my team out a lot. I subbed in Amad Diallo for Gabriel Jesus because Amad Diallo has been playing so well, and I've been losing a lot of points having him on the bench as well. If we click in, he's got 9 points, 2 points, 2 points in the last 3 games. But, you know, if we check out his full profile, he's been killing it. So he got 13 points there, 5 points in game week 15, and then also 11 and 8 points and 6 points in game week 11, 12, and 13. So he's a good pickup, I think, to sub in. Cole Palmer, you can always bet on Cole Palmer. And then Iwobi against West Ham, I think, is a good matchup as well. Salah against Nottingham Forest, that'll be a very interesting game because Liverpool is currently in first place and Nottingham Forest is in third. But I think Liverpool always gives up a goal, and I think Chris Wood will be the one to score. And if it's not him, it will be Morgan Gibbs-White. So let's check out those fixtures for game week 21. We have Brentford against Man City, Chelsea against Bournemouth, West Ham against Fulham, Nottingham Forest against Liverpool, and then I guess they're counting the midweek games. They're all midweek games, as you can see. Everton versus Aston Villa, Leicester versus Crystal Palace, Newcastle versus Wolves, Arsenal versus Tottenham. Great London derby coming in. Tottenham is such a wishy-washy team, but you never know what's going to happen. So that'll be interesting to see. And Arsenal is a bit in a slump of form with Saka out. Then you got Ipswich versus Brighton and Man U versus Southampton. So yeah, that'll be fun to watch. And again, I'll keep you guys all up to date, and we'll just go ahead and check that out together, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'll let you know how my team does, and you let me know in the comments if you think I made good transfers with bringing in Anthony Gordon and also bringing in, who was it? And also bringing in Chris Wood. We'll see what happens. Also, let me know your predictions of who you think will win the London Derby. Also, let me know who you think will win between first and third place with Liverpool versus Nottingham Forest. Before I do that, I want you to check out this jersey. Yes, this is the Mapped Life jersey that my cousin made. Make art, proceed death. I'll put the link in the description so that you can go ahead and go to his website and get your soccer jersey if you want. But yeah, just wanted you to check that out before I signed off. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.